Peace, everyone. What it do, man? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast, or should I say, December conversation. For those that don't know who I am not June's for the Bantus, not today. On December, you refer to me as your honorable neighborhood Judge Junes, the original. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? And orders in the court. Yes. And I hope everybody's having a good one. It's been a beautiful stress-free week. I want to send my condolences to another neighborhood grandmother who passed away. She lived to be 100. I don't know if the ceremonies or the funeral is today or tomorrow or maybe next week. I don't know. But all I know is, she's at peace now. She lived to see 100. She's literally one of the last of the Mohicans as far as being alive, watching the neighborhood be from the 60s and the 70s all the way to now. So, shout outs to her. And the sad thing is, for me, I seen her this summer. And when I seen her, I was like, hey, grandma. She was like, hey. I was like, how you doing? She was like, I'm fine. And, I'm alive. She was moving. She was active. But you never know, man. When it's time to go, it's time to go. But I know one thing for sure is she died in peace, man. So round of applause for Mama Love, man. Round of applause. Yeah, man. It's another episode of that simple conversation, man. And today's conversation, I told you, man, I dig deep, man, and I'm still doing studies. I like to do mines on the fly, but today's conversation is Psalms 83, the connection of Psalms 83 and the Berlin Conference of 1884. Yeah. It's a very, 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 very important conversation we need to have. You see the title that I put it, though. The title that I put is, was Psalms 83 prophesying the Berlin Conference of 1883? Who knows? But one thing I do know, reading this, not only do I know the word, but just reading the intel from these people, it only gives me a clear indication that Africa has always been the Holy Land. When you read in between the lines, especially the Leopold letter, when you read in between the lines, you know for a fact that Africa is the Holy Land, man. Like, we need to just stop with the madness. No, there's no Berlin Conference that took place in the Middle East. We ain't finding no conversation about that. Nobody cares about that area, bro. I mean, I say that so brothers and sisters can get out of this hypnosis. Nobody cares about that. I spoke to a brother the other day. The brother said he been studying Hebrew for 4 to 5 years, and yet he still hasn't gotten the understanding of Hebrew. So I gotta tell the brother, I got $1,000 waiting for anybody that can speak fluent Hebrew, and I mean fluent Hebrew. I mean, have a full-fledged conversation. And I may not understand what you're saying, but I got a smart device. And this smart device is going to translate everything that you're saying just to make sure what you're saying is accurate. But I know brothers and sisters won't get it. You know why? Because that tongue isn't our tongue. That tongue is a Luciferian sacred tongue that's only spoken in the synagogues by rabbis. Okay? And if the people that actually are claiming to be the Hebrews and all of that can't speak it, What makes you think you're going to speak it? What makes you think that you're going to catch it? Matter of fact, what makes you think that you're actually reading the actual Hebrew? Because all your information that you're getting from that so-called language or that race is from the same people that putting shackles around your neck. So I leave it as that, and hopefully brothers could wake up and understand that, yo, man, it's not, it's just too much. But I don't want to talk too much, man. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes you just gotta just, like I say to brothers and sisters, you just gotta make it make sense, man. Like for real. All jokes aside, you just gotta make it make sense. If it doesn't make sense, then that means it doesn't make dollar. And if it doesn't, if it ain't about a dollar, then why are you trying to holler? Right? And when I'm saying dollars, I'm talking about the riches, the kingdom, the gold. Okay? Going through the fire and coming out as fine gold. I'm talking about that. See, I'm a writer, so I give it to you metaphorical, right? It's not gonna give you that. If it hasn't given you that, if it hasn't given your teachers that in the 1990s when they thought the year 2000 Jesus was gonna arrive and it didn't happen, then what makes you think that in 2023, about to head into 2024 Matrix time, that something is going to happen? Anyway, anyway. So let's just get into this. Let's get into this. I'm doing it different today, guys, because I got videos on my screen, so you won't get a chance to really see what I'm trying to do. You really won't get a chance to see it. So let me take this off. Hold on, people. This is last week. Let me take this off, and then let me uphold this all the way up to the top. Okay. I hope you guys could see me. I know I put myself in the corner, but like I said, I hope you guys can see me. Repent or Die Podcast presents Summer Conversation, the connection of Psalms 83 and the Berlin Conference of 1884. And you see, your neighborhood Jones, okay? I'm your neighborhood Judge Jones for the bond tools. So get acquainted to that. That's the new name. We running with that. You heard? This broadcast is sponsored by the people over at Life Coach on the Go LLC, a company designed to set Black and brown people on the right track. Okay, we with this agency that I started, our job is to help brothers and sisters get jobs, find apartments. You get business consulting, one-on-one spiritual and physical counseling and consulting. If you have any questions, send the email JPL lifecoachonthego LLC.com for more info. Right? Here we go. Warning, this is a holy people's channel, which is run and governed by our heavenly creators / parents Sunini Nanini. We are not here to hear about opinions, philosophies. We stand on truth, facts over feelings. So please watch your mouth, sit on the couch, and respect my heavenly parents' house. That's the motto moving forward. Don't want to hear none of that. Don't want to hear none of that. I got a sister that sent me a 12-page Aaliyah note saying that I bashed her about something, and I never spoke to the woman a day in my life. This is demon possessed right here, people. Yes, they are real. And I know what they're trying to do. You know, Instagram try to send these little mod bots to get you tied into these conversations / arguments and then flag you and all the foolishness. So what I do, it just kindly says, enjoy the rest of your day. Go about your business. Don't know who you are. Never spoken to you. Never left a message. Never comment. But if that's how you feel, matter of fact, let me see if I can show you, because I'll be thinking I'll be bugging. This is the foolishness I got to deal with every day, right? Look, I didn't even listen because I don't know who this person is, but you can see. Look, Shorty sent a 12-page Leo note. Look at this. Look, men come online, fashion woman, and talk bad about gay people all day. Are we supposed to think you're straight? We can't think you're straight if you bashing woman. Oh, like I said, I don't know who this person is. I leave this person alone. Warning. That was the warning. Okay? Disturbing content. Viewer discretion is advised. For my Hispanics, my Europeans, a lot of you guys are gonna come on, watch this, and be upset. Some of you might end up unsubscribing because the things that I bring forth is truth. That truth is not gonna set you guys free like the way you think it is. Okay? But hey, I'm not here for genealogy. I'm just here to bring forth information, and hopefully this information will resonate in y'all souls, those that have a soul, and hopefully we can reason and build and do what we need to do to get to the other side, and that's the kingdom. So with that out the way, are you guys ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. Ah, man. The connection between Psalms 83 and the Berlin Conference. On today's Summer Conversation, we're going to discuss how the Berlin Conference of 1884 is another biblical prophecy that affects the children and the Holy Land of Africa. Prophecy. Was Psalms written in a pretext, in a prophetic way for what we see now? Or is it just another what they say is nothing new under the sun? Which one? We'll find out. You should know the truth, and the truth shall set us free. Not you, but us, because I'm seeking it to be set free. Just like you guys should be seeking it to be set free, right? Let us start with the Bible. See, everything, all the red, all the ones that's red, the letters that are in red, those are the ones that I wanna show the definition for it before we proceed, right? So Psalms 83, verse 2 says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head." Let me say that again. For lo, thy enemies. Remember Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. For thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come, let us cut them from being a nation, that the name of Jacob may be no more in remembrance." Okay? Remember what I'm saying to you. Remember Psalm 83, verse 4. Remember that. Okay? 85, verse 5 says, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They have confederate against thee." Okay? The tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmael, Moab, the Hagarenes, the Gables, the Ammons. You see, Amalek is the last one on the key. The Philistines, or should I say the Palestines? Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get into that. With the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have Hopin, the children of Lot, Selah. Okay? Okay? But from verse 5 and verse 6, I want you guys to pay attention to. For those that don't know who Amalek is, you should know. Okay? The elders giving, excuse me, we don't say the word elder no more. Umdala is giving a profound breakdown of what Saul was supposed to do that he didn't do. And showing you without a shadow of a doubt that the seed of Cain is still alive, fully functioning. And this is after the flood. Okay? There's a lot of information that you guys have retrieved over the years, whether it's through Christianity, Islam, or this newly formed Hebrew Israelism. All of these things are religions with doctrine that's designed to lead you away from your heavenly parents. Like I said in all my podcasts, recent podcasts, I should say, Islam took you to the east, Christianity took you to the west, and the Hebrew Israelite left everybody a mess. You see when it rhymes? It's because it's meant to go together. Let us continue. So like I said, you see, I highlighted these. I wanted you to pay attention to these key words. You got to pay attention, right? So tumult, the common motion, disturbance, or allegations of multitude, usually, what is it? Accompanied with great noise, uproar, and confusion of voices. That means it's a bunch of people uproaring, mad, accompanied, indignation, multitude, commotion. Okay? You guys don't even understand how fiending these people was in taking away your land. Fiending. Till this very day, fiending. They can't even let go. I'm going to show you, don't worry. Crafty, cunning, artful, skillful, okay? In division and pursuing a scheme by deceiving others, okay? Or by taking advantage of their ignorance, wily, sly, fraudulent. Let that sink in. Crafty, fraudulent, taking advantage of their ignorance. Taking advantage of their ignorance. Okay? Skillful. Okay? Pursuing a scheme. Everything that you guys are being absorbed to has been a scheme. Crafty, cunning, artful. All your information that you are retrieving, especially when it's pertaining to your spiritual connection, a lot of it is deceiving. A lot of it. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of studying, reading, opening up books, asking questions, listening to lectures. For those that never listened to Dr. Ben, rest may Sunini Nanini have mercy on his soul. But when you listen to this man, the information, this man, and you have to take that information with a grain of salt. You know why? Because this man been to every single place you can imagine. Been to the tomb, been to Egypt, been to the libraries of Oxford, Scotland, the places that people like myself have no access to. And wrote all of these things down, put it in books. I gotta order these books and read, because there's a lot of information that's being kept from us, and we gotta find the truth. And yes, the brother was going off. He was giving forth great information. Hold on. He was bringing forth great information, but at the same time, it wasn't that 400-year mark when we were supposed to be set free, when our eyes supposed to be open. It wasn't time, but it's time now. So now when I read it or when I hear it, I'm able to dissect certain things. He said in one of his lectures, he said before there was any mention of Jehovah and Jesus and et cetera, he said they was calling on Muari out in Africa. I said, wait, what? I said, see, now that I know, because if you had told me this 7 years ago and I heard that, I would have thought he was blaspheming the Holy Spirit. You know what they teach us in these Hebrew camps or in any religion. I would have thought he was blaspheming. I said, what the heck is this man talking about? And I would have turned it off. But now that I got the itch to hear, and I got the permission and the mission to bring forth and seek this truth, to bring it to you, so you can sit down or you can sit with your family and you can then, be like, oh yeah, thanks for that alley-oop. Now I know what I gotta go do, and you go do it, and you bring forth information where we can all reason together and uncover this truth. Let me tell you guys something. We are 2,500 years behind when it comes to our identity and information of who we are. 2,500 years. Let that sink in. Okay? Console, advice, opinions, or instructions given upon request or otherwise for directing the judgment or conduct of another. Opinions given deliberation or consolation, excuse me, right? Confederate, okay? To confederate is to unite in a league, okay? Allied by treaty, engaged in a confederacy, like the Confederate flag, like the EU. That's a confederate. That's a unite. That's a league, united. But you guys don't hear me though. Let us continue. The biggest mission of this conference in Psalms 83 was Psalms 83, verse 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being in a nation, that the name of Akobi may be no more in remembrance. Let me read that again. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Akobi may be no more in remembrance. Okay? No more. Cut them off from being a nation. Matthew 12 and 25. And our big brother, we don't call him no Jesus. Okay? I call him my big brother. You could call him your savior. Okay? We don't call Christ. That's Christos. We don't do that. Okay? And our big brother knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. How does Africa looks right now? Desolate. Desolation. Yeah, you got some nice cities, but there's a whole lot of poverty. Right? The poverty that's in Africa is not the poverty that's in America. Okay? The living conditions that's in Africa are like the brothers that's living homeless in California. At least they got areas they can sleep under a bridge and they don't get cold. And you know what I'm saying? But their conditions are worse there than here. Let's get it clear. A homeless person out in America can go to a restaurant. If the restaurant is being nice, he can't go use the bathroom. Some of these people are stopping brothers and sisters from going to public restrooms because of the nastiness that they do. But there's some places that would allow you to use that bathroom, and you use that bathroom and you can freshen up and you do whatever. People in Africa don't have that type of access, man. To get water and all that, it's a lot of work, but that's neither here nor there. Right? And it says, every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Now, I want you to look at this map. Once upon a time, there was no such thing as Algeria, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, Libya, Central. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Noah gave Shem and Japheth their own, right? Noah took the west. Pay attention. Noah took the west, Shem took the middle, and Japheth took the east. They're not gonna tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Noah took the west. They landed in South Africa. Okay, they traveled up. No, Noah was in those areas where you might see Cameroon, Mali, Niger. That's where Noah was at, right? Or is it like further to the left, going towards? I gotta look into my information, but the Noah was on the left. Shem was in the middle, in the south, middle going down, and Japheth had the whole right region. That's why you see Egypt. You see what Egypt brought forth, Japheth. Anyway, you see the pyramids. Shout out to Umdallah, right? Anyway, you see the pyramids, you know that's Japheth setting his mark. Okay, Sudan, and then Brother Ben told me. Brother Ben said in one of his lectures, he was like, "Yo, there's over 70 pyramids, but they only show you the three. They only show you the three for a reason." But he said when he was there, he's seen over 70 pyramids. That's why we got to go into the land. I have to go into the land. I need to see these things with my own two eyes. I think I will get a better understanding of who I am, who we are, what's going on. I need to speak to the people. I can't just base my intel on the word. Why? Because the word has been plagiarized. The word has been taken from our scrolls, rewritten to fit their narrative, ship packaged, and given unto us forcibly. It wasn't like, yo, man, what's up, man? Hey, Bantu Princess, you want to read this book right here? Here you go. You will love it. No, it was like, yo, you better read this. And if you ain't reading it, I'm going to kill you. You understand? So that's why it's very important that we go into the Holy Land. Like, I need to speak to the people. I need to speak to the people of the land, the elderly, the ones that's not with the fufu, the ones that's somewhere deep in the woods somewhere. These are the people that I need to speak to. I'm sorry. My daughter made breakfast today, and that joint was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. She fell asleep. She deserved that rest. So what was these heathens doing? That's the question. Let's find out. The Berlin Conference. Hold on. Wait. Sorry. The Berlin Conference gathered a bunch of Europeans. Hold on. I gotta move this, guys. I'm sorry. Okay? Plot ways to divide up Africa. It may not have been the start of colonialism, but it sure accelerated the process. This was quoted by Trevor R. Getz. I'll put the link somewhere. I'll probably put it in the descriptions for you to read what he wrote. But look at these people. Look at these people. Look at these people to your right. All the way to your right. Look at these people. What is that on their head? Isn't that the same hats the Moors used to wear? Huh? Isn't that? But you're not ready. You see, look at the general. You see the stars on his chest, on his left side, all the medallions and all that. You see it? Isn't that the same stars that these ISIS Ra elites is wearing as well? Proudly too, around their neck. Huh? Okay. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Look below and you'll understand the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885 as if you had just read several screens of the text. All of the elements are there. It's a conference about Africa, but happening in a room in Berlin, Germany, right? Berlin, Germany. This is a conversation about Africa, but it's taking place in Berlin, Germany, right? And I find it ironic that Germany's now the face or the place where these so-called people was being so-called gassed and put in chambers and all of that to now being the so-called overseers, not just Africa, because they the ones that own the diamond districts. If you think I'm lying, go into any diamond, go into any jewelry store. You'll see that the people that's selling you these diamonds and gold and whatever don't look like me and you. Let me say this just to make your mind clear. It's called jewelry. Let me say that again. It's called jewelry. Let me say that one more time. Maybe if I say it slow, you'll get it. It's called jewelry. You know, like robbery, jewelry, foolery. I'll leave that for you to think about. Right? It says there are 0 Africans, and only 2 of the attendees have ever stepped foot on that continent, which is about 3 times larger than Europe. Instead, it was a bunch of European men representing 12 countries in Europe, plus an American representative and one from the Ottoman Empire. The room was dominated, right, by a gigantic map of Africa. Why? Because the job the men at the conference had taken upon themselves was to divide Africa between their respective countries. Whoa. Remembrance no more. The European countries with the stake of Africa. Look how much France got. Look how much Germany got. So when you see down, you see Johannesburg trying to figure out like how the heck is a berg is in South Africa. There you go. Huh? Great Britain. When you see those names aren't Bantu names. Those names aren't African names. These are European names. Oh, I can't wait to go out there. When I'm on them scared, I'm going straight to the African embassy and I'm sitting down. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? There's a bunch of warriors out here in America ready to come home. What are we doing? Are you scared? They can't. Let me tell you something. These people can play tough all they want. They can't afford to drop a bomb. That's why they assassinate these people that's talking how I talk, because they can't afford to drop anything to destroy the number one place that's keeping the lights on, like literally keeping the lights on in their house. Come on now. Huh? Huh? France got a big stake. Hey, right? Berlin, Belgium, the Belgian keep the Congo because the Congo, that's the area. That's like the border of the of Jerusalem. So all the riches and the gold it be produced there. So he's keeping that for himself. In fact, he was the one that orchestrated this conference to be had. I'll read it for you if you want me to. Put it in the chat. I'll read it for you. When I finish this, if you want me to read it for you, like read it in depth so you can see what was going on, I'll read it for you. Or you could read it yourself. Doesn't matter. Right? Great Britain. You got Italy. You got Portugal. You got Spain. Española, right? That's the northern tribe, right? I mean, you speak in their language. And then you got the two areas that's not colonized, which is Ethiopia and Liberia. Wonder why. But let us continue. Why was Ethiopia left alone? Let's see. The Bible says you can't serve two masters. Matthew 6:24 says what? No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Sunini and Mammon. For those that don't know what Mammon is the riches of this world. Yes, the finances, the power, all of that, that's Mammon. But let us continue. It says, one African leader who figured this out early was Menelik II, future emperor of Ethiopia. In 1884, Menelik was not yet emperor, but was an important leader of the state. He knew about the conference. Hold on, let me move myself again. Sorry. Let me move myself again. Put me right here. Let's go back. Damn. Myself again. Put myself here. Let's go back. Okay. It says, where was that? He says he knew about the conference, although neither he nor any other African leaders has been invited. Of course, you're not gonna be invited, right? And another reason why he wasn't invited, I'll save that for later. Right? Menelik decided to write a letter to the European state at the conference in which he asked them to take Ethiopia seriously as a military and political power. Because his army took down the Italian army who wanted to just go in there and take it over for themselves, right? He wrote, I have no intention at all of being an indifferent specter. If the disdained powers hold on the idea of dividing up Africa, since the all-powerful has protected Ethiopia up until now, I am hopeful that he will keep and enlarge it also in the future. And I do not think for a moment that he, God, will divide Ethiopia along the other powers. Right? Some historians have argued that Menelik was in an interesting position. On the one hand, Ethiopia was a powerful state that was looking to build an empire of its own in the surrounding territory. On the other hand, they knew that Ethiopians were dividing up the continent and they feared being divided themselves. They knew that Europeans were dividing up the continent and they feared being divided themselves. The Ethiopians could clearly see that Italy, Britain, and France all wanted to reach the nearby headwaters of the Nile River to claim that territory. But Ethiopian leaders dream of claiming that territory for themselves. And like I said, Italy jumped the gun and was like, man, he's scared of these people, jumped the gun and they got their ass whooped, right? But when you see, it says, since the all-powerful has protected Ethiopia up until now, I am hopeful that he will keep and enlarge it also in the future. And I do not think for a moment that he, God, will divide Ethiopia amongst the other powers. That's what they said. But who is Menelik? Who's that? Let's start off with Menelik the first. According to Google and Chat GPT, Menelik I and Menelik II. Menelik I, he was the son of King Solomon of Akobi and Makeda, the queen of Sheba. According to the Ethiopian tradition, their son Menelik is said to have visited King Solomon as a young man and then returned to Ethiopia with the Ark of the Covenant. Okay. Menelik was the first Solomonic empire of Ethiopia who found the ancient kingdom, brought Judaism / Christianity, and laid the groundwork for Ethiopia's long imperial history. He is considered a founding father of the modern nation. Now, Menelik II was an emperor of Ethiopia from 1889 to 1913 and is an iconic figure in the Ethiopian history. Here are some key factors about him. He was the son of Emperor Haile Menelik and allegedly, see, you gotta excuse me. See, you gotta pay attention to the wordings and allegedly. This is not facts. When you hear the word allegedly, that's not facts. Hold on. Okay? And allegedly a descendant of the legendary Menelik I. He claimed the Solomonic dynasty lineage. Allegedly. Keyword, allegedly. This is not facts. This is allegedly. And I'm going to show you something right now. This is to be his father. Hold on. Haile Menelik is right there to your right. The Malik number 1 is to your right at the bottom. And this is number 2 right here. Now, I want you to look at these people's faces, and can you see any resemblance? Can you guys see any resemblance? This man could pass for a Native American. This man could pass for a Native American. See, you guys don't know the story. You guys don't know what these Arabs was doing. All of this is infiltration, people. All of this is infiltration, people. And then they took over the land. Listen carefully to what I'm telling you. They took over the land and brought over what? Christianity and Judaism. When you look into the Ethiopian people and how they worship and pray, they do everything that came out of Babylon. I wouldn't be surprised if they read the Talmud. Everything. They got the thing on their head. They got that star. They got this star. Okay? Okay? Look at these people right here. And look at this man. Look at those children. Look at those people in the background. They can pass for Samoans. They can pass for Native Americans. He does not look like the man at the bottom. He does damn sure don't look like the man on the top. Huh? The man further to your left, on your left-hand side, all the way to the left, right above the little boy. He looked more like Haile Menelik than Menelik number 2 do. Some people saying that the bottom picture to your right is him. But I don't see no connection. We'll find out. This is just food for thought, people. Food for thought. Now, remember, let's go back. Okay? Psalms 83. Okay? They said, let them cut them off from being, let's cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Akobi may be no more. No more in remembrance, people. You will never remember that you are the children of Akobi. And we're going to show you how. Right? This is how they made sure that the name of Akobi may be no more in your remembrance. Maybe. Okay? Not positively, not guaranteed, but maybe no more in remembrance. Maybe. Only Mama Love is gonna break you out of this slumber. Only Sunini is gonna break you out of this slumber. Only through repentance you're gonna be broken, separation, letting go of these heathen complex that's put forth to destroy you spiritually. Right? These heathens took away and did the following. They took away your identity. Tell me I'm lying. What's your last name? You know you came from Africa, but what's your last name? Johnson? Williamson? Huh? They got some people that got flat out European last names. My wife's last name is a German last name. What is Germany doing in America? Huh? Yeah, she was owned by Jewish people. Her family tree was run by Jewish people. Yes, don't let these people fool you. Stop. Oh, my name. They came off the ship. Look, his name was Yaman Ya. Shut up. That sounds stupid. They gave you that name because they didn't speak no goddamn English. They didn't speak no goddamn African, and they changed your name and they gave you that name. You understand? They gave you that name so they can know who the heck you are. Huh? Wake up. You guys sound ridiculous when you talk this madness. Like my big bro said, if we spoke Hebrew, Hebrew was in the land. Why the Hebrew tongue wasn't spoken in the slaves? Huh? In slavery. Why wasn't it being spoken? Why wasn't it being spoken in the plantation? Huh? You guys sound crazy. Ridiculous. Completely out of wax. Don't have no understanding. Don't know what y'all talking about. All y'all doing is just copying and pasting. Why that language wasn't spoken in the plantation? So you so-called Native Americans, why aren't you speaking Hebrew? Don't tell me, look, we found artifacts. And no, who found that? Where did they know where to look to find it? Shut up, bro. Y'all sound crazy. Yeah, we're gonna go exactly where Christopher Columbus and the men was chilling at, had their feet up, digging down females, going down to these little undergrounds where they was raping, shipping children while mothers and fathers was sleeping, and you out here talking about, oh yeah, look, that's how you know this is Manasseh. Manasseh sound like NASA. Are you dumb? You still ain't see the picture? Come on, man. I ain't bang the gavel all day, man. Wake up. Huh? So they stole your identity, right? They took away your identity. They took away your spiritual connection, right? To Sunni by giving us religion, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and etc. Whether it's Hindu, or all that madness. Yoga, New Age, Buddha. The only Buddha I know is my right hand. You understand? But this is what they've done. These religions literally are put in place to take you away from your heavenly creator. Huh? made themselves the chosen people through religion, and through these religions, they was able to brainwash brothers and sisters to have you believing that they was the chosen. Even in Islam, they know that they'll tell you that these Jewish people are the chosen in their book. But you got black people saying, look, they talking about us. They never talked about you, ever. Never spoken about you. Because if they was to speak about you, you will be set free. And if you have freedom, they are in bondage. They will never give you information. Wake up. You don't, the farthest you get love from them is when you enter their synagogues. They'll give you a hug. They say Assalamu alaikum, Samalika Malakaka. Okay? Shalom, Salalam, and all the kakalam and all the fufu. Okay? Because when they see you, they like, he's hypnotized. And as long as you hypnotize, they know that they're going to continue plagiarize and continue their mental, physical, and spiritual genocide. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Father, say it one more time for the one time. Are you dumb? Huh? What are you not understanding? What are you not understanding? They made themselves the chosen people. They removed you through these religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Like I told you, Islam took you to the east, Christianity took you to the west, Judaism, Hebrewism left you a goddamn mess. But the main objective was they removed you from the land. Transatlantic slave trade and the Arab slave trade and all the other slave trades, like the sex trafficking slave trade. Slave sex trafficking? Who you think they trafficking? They get a kick out. Don't get falling for the Europeans, man. Let me tell you something. These Europeans that you see that be getting caught up, man, their parents be giving them away. I give myself away so you can abuse me. I give myself away. All right? That's in their nature. I've seen stories where where there was this little girl. She was in England. She was like, "Y'all, they take the girl and they do the thing." She said, "How did you know?" The teachers was getting a piece of her. The parents was getting a piece of her. And how did they know? How did they even know that she was a freak or something to be dealt with? How did they know? The parents is offering their children unto Moloch. Come on, wake up. But they get a kick out of taking the black ones. And you know why? They set up the system the way that they do. So when they take away the black ones, who's gonna go looking for the black child? Look at, they just now created I forgot the name. It's not an Amber Alert. I forgot, it's a black girl. Probably a Shaniqua alert. Hey, you see Shaniqua? If you see Shaniqua, dial 1-800 say Shanique. Are you dumb? Huh? Huh? This is what they do. You can't get mad. You guys gotta know who the enemy is, because you guys have forgotten. You guys are not walking on your tippy toes. You guys are not walking on alert. You're not paying attention. Look how they got females nowadays. Females be so glued into their phones, dudes can just whoop, snatch them up. They won't even know it. Be startled. Oh, you scared me. Pay attention. What the heck is wrong with you? Huh? The madness. This is where we at. Come on, man. They gave you the Middle East to believe it was the Holy Land. The Middle East, a dirt field, guys. Even when you look at it in the map, it looks dirty. You want me to pull it up? Yo, Bantu Princess, remind me when this is over to pull it up so I can show people how disgusting it looks. It's a dirt field. Dubai was created, people. They bought water over there, people. What's up with y'all? Dirt. When you look into the old maps, go into the loc.gov. Library of Congress, go into that. Go look into the old maps. You're going to see that there's maps where they refer to the Middle East as Arab land. That's why outside of the black people, that was sent there for servitude, and the Europeans that came there in 1948, the majority of everybody in that area is Arabians, Arab, because that is their land, Arab land. Jordan, Arab. You name it, they claim it. Got a whole bunch of black people want to claim, talking about that's ours, man. They took it from us. Ain't nobody take nothing from you. The land that they took from you is the land where they took you away from. That's how they took it from you. Like I say all the time, show me where in the scripts. Show me where in the scripts where it stated that we was gonna be taken. Listen to what I'm saying. Show me where in the scripts that it said we was gonna be taken. Where we was gonna flee one land, go into another land, get found in that land, and shipped into another land. When you find that, you let me know. You let me know. Huh? They rewrote the scrolls into a Bible. They gave us a whole new story, a plagiarized story. People don't even know a lot of our biblical understanding, especially with this awakening. A lot of this truth is coming through the word of mouth. You're not getting this from their Bible because the Bible has been plagiarized. Yes, they left a lot of things. They left a lot of mistakes. That's why there's so many different revised versions. And I'm like, damn, I thought King James was such an authority figure that once you authorize it, that's it. But nah, just the beginning, people. This is what they do. They rewrote the scrolls into a Bible. And then what did they do when they rewrote the scrolls? They removed Sunini, Nanini, and all the African created names and gave us what? Lord, Jesus, I am, God, Jehovah, Elohim, the Most High, and etc. The Most High is not his name. I don't recall Moses saying, "Oh, when they ask me what is your name, what should I tell them? Tell them I'm the Most High. Tell them I'm the Almighty." Like they got precept where it is just the Almighty. Like he don't have a name, huh? But I showed you, I forgot the precept, but I showed you his name, and they still got it hidden in Jeremiah. Almighty Sunini, Nanini. Just like I showed you that Nana, like Sunini, Nanini, Nanini, na, that's feminine, mama love. She is one with her husband. They are one together. That's why you refer to them as Sunini, Nanini. But these heathens got you following monotheism. These heathens got you following got you breaking all the commandments when the commandments tells you to honor thy mother and thy father. What's bound on earth is also bound in heaven, and vice versa. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When I say things like the heavenly parents, they looking at me like I'm wilding. What? What happened? Who told you? Who told you? You know when you go into Africa, they give praise and worship to both deities, and I want to call them deities. They give praise and worship to both parents. Because that's how I was able to know. Oh yeah, Nanini, like Nana, like you going to Nana's house. Oh yeah, that's feminine. I was like, word. He was like, oh, you ain't know. I was like, nah. He was like, go do your homework. I ain't bringing fault because I ain't do my homework. But once I got the intel and I was reading it, and I say, see, I knew it. Like you can feel it in you. Wisdom is known of her children. She put the breath of life. She's this. She departs from people that's live a life of wicked. Like there's a very deep explanation or understanding about her. But and then they also tell you all sins are forgiven except the blaspheming of what? They call it the Holy Spirit. Ain't nobody, we're not dealing with no spirits, guys. Your big brother or your savior was taking our spirits. So how the heck are we not dealing with spirits? Show me the Holy Spirit in the Old Testament. Make it make sense, man. Wake up. Wake up. We have to wake up out of this slumber, guys. It's pathetic now. It's mind-boggling that as grown as we are, as intellect, as big of a brain that we have, we're really not using it. Even in this truth, a lot of us is still just still using these European philosophies. And it doesn't make sense. I'm like, wait, hold on. So if we from Africa, we know that they stole our records and rewrote and did. I got in the Dead Sea Scrolls, these people say, yo, we wrote everything to fit our narratives and our beliefs. Like that alone is it's a wake-up call. Like, nah, we gotta question everything. I'm questioning everything outside of his name being Sunini Nanini, because that is an African Bantu name, tongue, language. But everything else, especially coming from the people, you of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father, you will do and does not abide in truth? Huh? If they don't abide in truth, you think when they put the works together, you think that they're going to put truth in it? Or they're going to put confusion? Guess what? Everybody's confused. I'm still confused. You're still confused. We still read things and scratch our heads and be like, hold on, I got to look into that. Huh? Make it make sense. The Bible is not the end all be all. We have to read everything. You got to catch them in the act, catch them in their lives. They like to tell on themselves. They like to be boastful. They like to be prideful. You got to catch them in their act. You say, see, got them. Got them. And then as soon as you expose them, guess what they do? They go into the drawing board. They erase it. They say, La Sabatani said this, and this is for the Sabbath keepers. You could see that in Google Translate. They removed that. Now, when you put in Ella, it means so many other things. Come on now. You think these people are not watching? You know how many times Umdala comes on, be like, yo, look. Oh, look, they removed it. Why are they removing it? Huh? I guarantee you in the next 15, 20 years, it's going to be a brand new Bible, and that Bible is going to be the superior Bible. Oh, hold on. I did a lesson about that. It's called the Chinese Bible. Oh, yeah, the Chinese people are now going to rewrite the Bible. And in their Bible, they're going to show and say that Jesus was evil. And guess what? A lot of you guys are going to fall for it, right? Because the story that they've been feeding you about Jesus is not going hand in hand with the word. So when things hit the fan and it goes wrong, and you're going to sit back and say, damn, Jesus, why would you do this to me? You know, I'm a God-fearing. I praise the Lord. I did this. I went to church on Sunday every day. I did everything that you told me to do. I went to all the communions. I took place in all the baptisms. I drank all the blood. I got on my knees and pray. I got all the statues. I got the cross in my car. I got the cross on my desk. I got the cross in my bathroom. I got the cross on my chest. And yet I'm still a mess. Oh, man, Jesus is evil. This is what they've done. Okay? This is what they've done. This is why you don't remember Akobi no more. This is why. Let us continue. They gave us drugs and alcohol. They gave us European school systems. They gave us satanic music. All music that you are listening to is satanic and evil. Every single music. From the 60s, from the 50s, 40s into now. All of it. Some of the music, it sounds good, but when you play it backwards, it's something demonic. Something evil. Some of them things saying, "Hail Satan, hail Satan, hail Satan." And you thinking is, I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Facts. What was this man, John Todd? He was an exec, and he was talking about how every song got to go into a ritual. They got to go see a wizard. You could look this man up. They killed that man. His name was John Todd. They came and warned him and say, yo, man, you talking too much, bro. They go, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, you my good friend. I'm just here to warn you, bro. He was like, no, I gotta tell the people. Gone. YouTube videos gone, and then community guidelines and rules and regulations that if you try to upload it again or you do this, you're going against community guidelines. This is why YouTube is the way it is. Trash, dirt. If I knew YouTube would be what it is today, I would have been fully invested when YouTube first came out. I used to watch YouTube all the time. World Star, before World Star, what it was. You understand? This is 50. I used to be invested into these things because I used to do music. I didn't think it would be what it is now, but that wasn't my reason, right? Crossbreeding, yeah. When you crossbreed, let me tell you how the narrative grow. When you crossbreed, right? And you crossbreed and you're dealing with the opposite, or you dealing with the race that's dominant, right? So if a black man deals with a white woman, the black man has to convert into the white woman's lifestyle. He has to participate in white people activities. He gotta go to the Edom show. Not the Edom. He has to go into the European show. He might have to sit there and learn Beethoven and listen to it, recite it. And you can't be like, oh, man, I'm not. She'll be like, what's wrong with you? All right, why are you acting like those other niggers from down the block? Woman, what did you just say? You heard me. What you gonna do? You gonna put your hands on her? Please, you'll be eradicated. You heard? Huh? And then you bring forth a child, and guess what that child is gonna do? Guess what he's gonna do December 25th? Guess what he's gonna do October 31st? I'll show you a video where this young black boy was adopted by these heathens, and they got this young black boy in a dress, talking about he's a princess for Halloween, and they walking around with him laughing. It's a joke to them, bro. Because you forgotten who the enemies are. What? Wake up. And lies after lies. And lies after lies. Everything that they tell you is a lie. Nothing is true. Nothing is true. The story of Akko B getting his name changed to Isis Rael, that's not true. Come on now. The beginning of the Bantu Princess, that's another one. Put that down for me to go back to it. I got to go back to it. Ridiculous. Right? Remember the letter Leopold wrote. The letter from Leopold II of Belgium to the colonial missionaries. They call it missionaries, but they was mercenaries. Isn't that the year before the conference? Oh, these people was already setting up shop, people. You guys don't even know what's going on. They was already setting up shop, people. They was already setting up shop, people. Let's read. Okay? Reverends, fathers, and their compatriots. The task that is given to fulfill is very delicate and requires much tactic. Ooh, much tactic. Okay? You will go certainly to evangelize, but your evangelization must inspire above all Belgium interests, aka European. Your principal objective in our mission in the Congo is to never teach the niggers to know God. This they know already. Listen carefully. They speak and submit to a monogu the Nimzambi, and the Nikogamba. And what else? And what else? I don't know. They know. Listen, this is how you know. I'm gonna read this to you, and this is how you know that this is the holy land, and we was the holy people. Listen. They know that to kill, to sleep with someone else's wife, to lie, and to insult is bad. That's the commandments right there. Thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not bear false witness, murmur, insult is bad. Have courage to admit it. You are not going to teach them what they already know. Your essential role is to facilitate the task of administrators and industrials, which means you will go to interpret the God spell. Okay, the God spell in the way it will be the best to protect your interests in the parts of the world, not just the Congo, of the world. Remember, this conference was for everybody. Okay? And you see, how did they infiltrate? Through religion. You know why? Because they know exactly who you was. Spiritual people. Okay? Okay? I don't even want to read too much because I did a whole lesson on this. The 2 letters that destroyed the black civilization. You could go look it up. It's on one of the December conversations. Go look it up. We do this here. We're not here to play with nobody. Come on. Look how these people know who you are. They're telling you in the letter. But now, we come from 1948 and, I'm just bugging, Let us continue. Sounds like Psalms 83 to me. Doesn't that sound like Psalms 83? Doesn't this sound like Psalms 83? Huh? The name of Akobi is not in your remembrance. You guys claiming to be ISIS Ra elites. You guys claiming to be Gentiles. You guys don't know who you are. You guys are claiming, we got people claiming that America is the Holy Land, guys. Because they got Memphis, Tennessee. Because they got Memphis, Tennessee. So what is California? Well, oh my jeez. So what is New York? What area of land is New York? I can't make this stuff up, man. Ah, man. Huh? You don't know that you Akobi. You got brothers, you got black people claiming to be Islam, claiming to be the children of the Prophet Muhammad and Allah is their father. Listen, the joint says Allah, but yet this lie right here, Allah is my father, man. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Shut up. Or sit your ass down. You look ridiculous. I could just imagine our heavenly parents just looking like, look at these niggas. And I gotta save them again. I know. Listen. I'm telling you this right now. If it wasn't because of the agreement that he made with our forefathers, we would all be doomed right now. If it wasn't for that, I promise you. Because the high level of disrespect we as the children of Akobi do to the Creator. Oh my G. If I was a creator, I would have been like, yo, I would have looked and found that one righteous person, that one righteous couple, and say, yo, listen, the promise is coming through you guys. Bring forth this child, take care of this child, raise this child and be righteous. Make sure this child knows my name. Make sure this child knows about his heavenly mother. Make sure this child keeps on feast days. Make sure this child do this. Make sure this child do that. And that's how we're gonna do it. and then find another girl and then merge them together and say this man and that girl this boy and that girl gonna get married and that's that. Y'all gonna continue this generation. Listen, I'm just saying, bro. I'm seeing dudes be playing games and be upset in the first day. They be like, oh my effing God. Oh, holy crap. Oh, holy sugar honey icy. I'm like, yo, son, y'all some brave mo. You know what? Listen. Ah, man. They got us calling on God, Jesus, I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? We running around claiming to be Hebrews. We are Elohim. All right? Yahweh, Yahweh Yahushua, Yeshua. You wish you was one of them. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Huh? But with me saying all of that, this is the reason why I had to do it like this, because I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys what Sunini Nanini is doing right now as we speak. Let us go. Hold on, let me see.
The Burkina Faso government is kicking out the French troops. They actually gave them just 1 month to leave their country. The French troops that are in Burkina Faso right now are 400. That's a lot of foreign troops to have in a country. And when they're telling them leave our country, it's a big statement. It is going to affect the relationship between France and Burkina Faso, but I doubt that Burkina Faso cares that much about what France thinks about their decision, because their relationship has not been good for a while now, especially after the military government took over, and they have not been happy with the way the French troops have handled the situation in Burkina Faso. The reason why the French troops were in Burkina Faso in the first place is to help the people and to fight the terrorist groups that is terrorizing the civilians and the people of Burkina Faso. But what the people are saying is that we're not seeing any change since you've come here. We haven't seen it. The same thing what Malians have been saying. And as you know, Mali actually kicked out the French troops, and Burkina Faso is now the second country to do that.
Protesters in Burkina Faso have been demanding France withdraw its troops from their country. They say the former colonial power has failed to protect them from armed groups.
If France was our partner, it was supposed to help us fight against terrorism, but since 2016 there has been no change. We think France doesn't deserve Burkina Faso's trust.
Now its military rulers have reportedly suspended the 2018 security accord with Paris.
So it is not looking good for France and the relationship they have with African countries. It's like one by one they're dropping France and they're saying you have not been beneficial to us. If anything, we feel like there's even shady business going on behind the scenes, so you just leave our country. And Burkina Faso, as I said, became the second country to do that, and we are going to see what France is going to say or do after this, because clearly they were not happy with Mali kicking them out. And as you know, they tried to drag Mali in the UN Security Council, and they demanded for investigation and all that stuff. So we know they're going to retaliate. But as long as, a country, an African country, is no longer happy with having a foreign military presence in their country, they should be allowed to say no. They are a sovereign country and they should be allowed to make their decisions as they see fit.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Next one.
In our view, that the African Union Charter does not make provision for a country that is in conflict with another country and occupying its territory for it to have status in the African Union offends the very essence of the African Union Charter, which is anti-colonial and anti-imperialism. So I think the stand of South Africa and our view is, clear, and we have no equivocation on this point.
Bye-bye. Let us continue.
Burkina Faso's response to France. We have been receiving French aid for 63 years, yet our country has not developed, so cutting it off from us will not kill us. Rather, it will motivate us to work and rely on ourselves. President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, soul of Gaia.
We're not playing. Let's go. Let's continue.
The United States must understand that Africans are not going to take it anymore.
Nope.
If you don't treat the Africans fairly, United States is going to see itself slowly losing ground to China, to Russia, to all other nations, because without respecting the Africans, without treating the Africans as equal, without understanding that exploitation and abuse of Africa simply cannot continue.
Mm-hmm. We can't continue. Let's continue.
Country that has toppled so many governments in Africa, that has led so many coups in Africa and other parts of the world. A country that has killed so many of our leaders in Africa and other parts of the world.
Boldness.
The killers of Patrice Lumumba, those who toppled Kwame Nkrumah, those who killed Nasser, those who killed Muammar Gaddafi, today are coming to teach us about democracy. A country that has been built on a brutal force, on enslavement of other human beings, on the humiliation of Africans, the exploitation of Africans, the plunder of Africa, today is coming to teach us about democracy. If you have no respect for the dignity of others, if you have no respect for the sovereignty of other countries, you cannot claim to be a champion of democracy. A country that has toppled so many governments in Africa.
Remember what I said. The rise of the Bantus won't be televised. Isaiah 43 verse 1. But now thus says Sunini Nanini, that created thee, O Akobi, and he that formed thee, O Akobi. Fear not. Oh, we ain't scared. Oh, we ain't scared. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Right? For I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Sunini Nanini. Modimo Mowari. Yes. Thou art mine. We are his. We are theirs. Oh, they scared. Listen, verse 2. When thou pass through the waters, I will be with thee. You ain't got nothing to worry about, sis. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Anybody that's on this path of righteousness now, and you walking in the path of righteousness, you ain't got nothing to worry about it. Nothing. Right? When thou pass through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, and they shall not overflow thee. When thou walk through the fire, and we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we shall fear no evil. Thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flames kindle upon thee. The fire can't touch us no more, because we are turning into that fine gold. We have overcome and we have withstand all the wickedness that these heathens have thrown at us every day. They're putting poison in our foods, putting poison in our bodies, putting poison in our hair and anything that we touch, they poisoning it. And they still don't know how the heck are we still here. I'm reading it for you right now. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, I put that 2 times. Verse 5, fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather them from the west. Hey, remember, Islam took you to the east. Christianity took you to the west. Judaism left you niggas a mess. But yet we gonna pass all the test. Oh, yes. Huh? And I will say to the north, on the side of the north, huh? Give up. And to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the end of the earth. You better bring them back. You better get out the way. This is fair warning. Huh? This is fair warning. Even everyone that is called by my name, every single person that you got, dudes that's following this and on this Sember conversation, those that's in the class, those that's listening to Umdala, those that's in the Holy Land, those that's in every place on the face of this earth, you calling on his name. For I have created him for my glory. I have formed him. Yea, I have made him. He made us for this moment of time. Oh, it won't be televised, but they're gonna know. They will know, right? Huh? Verse 8, bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have their ears. Remember we was blind? Remember the world was given unto the hands of the wicked and the eyes of the judges was covered? We was blinded people. We couldn't see it back then, but we got the eyes to see now. We couldn't hear. We was deaf to the name of Sunini. We was deaf to the name of Moari. We was deaf to the name of the Holy Land. We was deaf to it all. But now we can hear. Oh, he said, you better bring forth. You better bring them forth. Hey, ye are my witness, says Sunini, and my servant. No, we not his servant. And my children, whom I have chosen. You have been chosen. Don't feel bad that you know everybody's living their best lives, having a good time, and you at the bottom of the barrel. You have been chosen. When you trying to sit back and ask yourself, am I really doing the right thing? You have been chosen. That ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me, there was no other fallen deities. There was no Ahaya. There was no Yeshaya. There was no Yah. There was no Yahweh. There was no Jesus. There was no God. There was no Lord. There was no Baal. There was no Satan. There was no Lucifer. There was them. Sunini, Nanini. Right? Neither shall there be after me. Listen to what's being said. Verse 11. I, even I am Sunini. And besides me, there's no savior. Ain't nobody gonna save you but him. Huh? Your big brother did his job. His job. Read, if you're thinking I'm lying when I'm saying, read John chapter 17. Read John 17 and come talk to me. He wasn't supposed to be killed. He wasn't supposed to die for nobody. He was murdered. Okay? Hung on a goddamn tree. Huh? For what? For I am Sunini, your holy one, your only one. Because you know holy means separate. Your only one, the creator of Akobi, your king. Don't let these people tell you anything. Remember he was going to be the kings, but then we was crying like, no, we want to be like the other nations. Like cowards. I wish I would backslap everybody. What the heck you mean? You got here's a man with all this power and greatness. You want to have a bare mortal to come lead and rule us when you could just listen to him directly? But you scared? Stop sinning. How about that? Stop your sinning. Stop it. Huh? Huh? Give all praise and glory to your heavenly parents, man. Sunini, Nanini, man. Stop playing with me. Y'all done lost y'all rabbit ass minds, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? I don't see what's going on in this world. It's your boy, man. Question and answers, man. This is the time where I go read the questions. You know what I'm saying? We go read the questions. You want to see what you guys are talking about? Come on, man. Let's continue, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Heck is wrong with these people, man? Oh, thank you for telling me. Yeah, let me pull this up. Let me show you guys this on the map, man. Let me show you guys this. Hold on. Let me show you. You ain't even gotta do much. All you gotta do is go on Google Maps. That's how simple it is. On Google Maps. Hold on. Matter of fact, Google Earth. Hold on. And I know, and like I said, I know Instagram, YouTube be messing with my numbers, but it's okay. We don't give a damn. Just look. Yo, just look. I'm not even gonna do much. I'm just gonna just show you. I don't even have to click to go deep to look. I'm just gonna just show you. Just look. Just look at this. Just look. All of this is dirt. Sahara Desert, right? Sahara. Look. It continues here. Look. Look. Look when you go into the Holy Land. Look. Fertile. Green everywhere. Beautiful. Look. Look at Brazil. Look at Brazil. Look at America. America is not as deserted as this right here. Like, come on. Make it make sense. Look. Dirt. Why are you feeding for this place? Dirt. I don't know what it is about this place that got brothers and sisters in a state of confusion. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Damn, this is what religion could do to us? Look. Look. There's more green right here on Alexandria, right here, than there is in Jerusalem. Look at this. Look. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up, man. LOC.gov. Why not? Why not? Why not? See, you gotta go into these times. You got 1500. You gotta go into these times. You gotta go into these times, people. Let me zoom in. Look. You're gonna find all the places in the map right here. Majority of these locations. Look, Arabia flex. Always been their land, people. Arabia desert. Always been their land, people. Look. Look. I'm trying to see if I can find Jerusalem for you. Not finding that. Look. This is not there. I'm telling you guys. Now you see now you see this, right? You see this, right? Now watch this. Let me go back. Let me go back. Educate y'all today. We're gonna go back. We'll go back some more. Let's exit this. All right. Now let me click a map prior to slavery. Let's do 1700. I want to show you a map. Let me see this one right here. Got it. I'm gonna show you a map. Show you a map. Look, now you see the Red Sea. Okay. You'll see the Red Sea. Let me see if you can see Jerusalem in here. You're gonna find it somewhere. Let me zoom out. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong area. Yep, look. Now you see Mount Sinai. You know what I'm saying? After slavery, they did great jobs. Huh? Even when you see the Mount Sinai, when you look into the modern map, Mount Sinai is not even this small in this actual location. But you know, who am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just an angry, disgruntled, wannabe Bantu, you know, who left who left these European organizations, and now I got a mark on my back. Let me see. Let me see if it's this one. I want to show you. Look. Look, Arabia Desert. This was Arab land. Look, Arabia. This was their land. It was called Arab land. I don't have the actual map. I don't remember which one. But this was called Arab land. Look, you see now all of a sudden you see the Holy Land, Jerusalem. You see that after slavery, remember I just showed you the first picture in the 1500s? You ain't see none of this. You're not seeing none of this. All of this was a plot, people. It's a plot. And look, and look at this little land. Look at this little land that this is theirs. And then you got brothers and sisters thinking that this whole thing is ours. This dirt field. Look, Arabia Desert. This whole dirt field is us. Come on, man. Stop. Y'all look ridiculous when y'all be on this type of time. I was looking ridiculous. Looking ridiculous. Let's see if I can scroll down some more. Huh? What Beraba is doing in Africa? You know, we don't know. Huh? Huh? Jerusalem. Look, you see it? Look at the location. This is how you know all of this is interjections. They're not even placing it in the right area. Look. They're not even placing it in the right area. And you guys don't, like I said, you guys don't know what you guys are giving yourselves to. Y'all wondering why y'all still the tail and not the head because of foolishness like this, bro. I don't know what it is about this place that y'all fiending. You just gotta leave it alone. Yo, listen, when I realized I was lied to, guess what I did? I left it alone. And let's go into the map in a more modern time. Let's go into the map, right? Now, 2024. This is by now. These people done took over the world, done set up shop, had the world exactly how they want it. Look, they got the world exactly how they want it, right? Right now they call it Saudi Arabia, right? Right? Iraq and they moved up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now all of this is what brothers is claiming. Hey, look how big is this continent? And the thing that's crazy, right? They would say that Ham is cursed. For Ham to be cursed and have such a big land that bring in billions of dollars, 500 billion was going to France every year. Let me say that again. 500 billion was going to France every year. What money's coming out of this place right here? What money? And if the ark landed in Turkey, right? So then that means, so how did the lions from Turkey make his way all the way here? How? Oh man, this is crazy. You got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense, people. But that's it for today, man. I see there's no questions. If there's no questions, then, I'm not going to give my suggestions. You know what I'm saying? There's no questions. But there you go. How you gonna how you think for 1 second that Noah had 3 children, but the one that's following his footsteps, that's actually gonna keep the keys of pure righteousness, will be given the smallest land of it all. But the word said that you will be a great nation, in a great multitude, in an abundance of you. But yet, all of us, you know what? Africa right now, it said by 2025, it will have over 3 billion people. Just Africa alone. $15 times more than Europe combined. Like I tell you guys, and I'm going to say this to the heathens too. You can do whatever you want. For every one innocent black person you kill, our heavenly parents is going to give us 10 more. We will always, Always. You can try whatever. You can say we need to depopulate. We need to sterile. You can say whatever you want. You sterilize this one sister. This next sister is gonna bring forth quadruplets. Every time you think that you're gonna get a step ahead and you got the antidote to destroy the Bantus, Sunini's gonna do something just to piss you off. That's why they just like, yo, man, just get everybody situated so we can get everybody off. You think, look at these people's faces when they come into our land. These Europeans that see a whole bunch of black people. It's petrifying. Very scary. But this is what you get. You understand? Don't think for 1 second that you guys are going to go away. You guys are going to get away from all the evil that you have done to us. Don't think for 1 second. You have to pay. And it's too late for reparations. We don't want it. I don't want nothing that's not backed by no gold. And if I say, when I say gold, I'm talking about black Bantu gold. I don't want no European gold. You know, that joint could probably be fake. I don't want it. I want to go into the mine itself and get that gold myself. That's how you got to pay. The only way you guys are going to pay according to the word is you're going to have to ship us back. You're going to beg for mercy, but it might be too late. You see everything that's going on. There's plenty of more videos I can show. I don't have to just show you how African people, you know, the Bantu people's kicking brothers and sisters out the land. I don't got to show you that. I can show you the turmoil that's going on within the people. New Zealand had 1,000 earthquakes in 24 hours in various locations. I got all this information. Floods all over the place. And these people know this. That's why they scattering for control. Because the clock is ticking. The same way the clock is ticking for them, the clock is ticking for us. Because this is what's going to happen. Once they fall, we coming right into the rightful heir. And we coming into that position with a military, with a spiritual power that's going to be inside of us. Remember when Moses put his hands up? That's something for you to think about. Look how powerful we was when he put the tablets of the laws and he put it in the air. Put that in the air. When you speak, let that go into the air. Let that be inside of you. See how powerful you become. See how strong you become. And enjoy December. Take this time out to rest. Take this time out to be amongst your loved ones. Take this time out to be amongst the individuals that want to make sure and see you win. And watch Sunini Nanini take care of you. You don't got to open the Bible. You don't got to open nothing. All you got to do is repent and keep his ways. Hearken unto him. Cleave unto him. Seek him. Sit down and try to have a conversation with him. Acknowledge him. He's going to acknowledge you. Talk to him and he's going to talk to you. I say, I can't even tell you guys my testimony, man. Because if I tell you guys my testimony, you guys going to be like, yo, you wildin' this. I can't even tell you that. I can't even tell you the testimony. The only thing I could tell you is that he's real. They are real. They listen. And as long as, yes, you're going to go through the trials and tribulations, you're going to go through the ups and downs. You're going to get mad. You're going to argue. You're going to want to fight. You're going to want to punch somebody in the mouth. It's not time for that yet. because we are still broken as a nation. The system is not designed to protect us. It's designed to remove us, to destroy us, to throw us in the can, people. These heathens is looking for a nigga to lock up. These heathens is looking for a nigga to get out of line. They're begging for you. And when they see you being obedient and following regulations and we ain't get a single arrest today. They plant things on you. They harass you. They attack you. They might even kill you, just so people can be in an outbreak and protest and march and yell and scream and vandalize and do that. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people they get to arrest in one time. And by default, the system writes them a bag. You guys don't know nothing. Everything is for a reason, people. Some reason be for the devil, the other reasons be for Sunini. You want the side of your heavenly parents, then you must do what they tell you to do. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to none of us. Listen to them. Because we still battling our own sins. If you think for 1 second that I'm better than you, you highly mistaken. I'm going to tell you guys this from now. My judgment is going to be worse than y'all's. You know why? Because I know it. Front to back, back to front. So every time I fall, my falling is harsh. Every time I get up, my rise is great. But every time I jack up, F up, mess up, that judgment is going to be worse. It's your brother, man, from the motherland, man. Came to you guys live. You know what I represent, man. I'm Mr. Bang the gavel on you heathens. You understand me? I keep my foot on you heathens, you Hebrews, and the newly installed heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb, Father? Say it one time for the one time. Are you dumb? And I'ma holler at y'all. One.